In this video, we're going to be going over the entire Sony Tokyo Game Show 2018 lineup. They have revealed their official lineup, and they are showing off so many games that are to be released on the PS4. And I want to go over some of the scheduling details, what we're going to be seeing, some of the highlighted games, because there is a ton of new content coming to you guys at TGS, and we'll be covering all of it. On top of that, we've got a brand new Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, but possibly even more exciting is the fact that we've gotten the official cover art reveal for the game, and the cover art is looking pretty top-notch. Want to take a look at that as well. On top of that, if you guys are excited for Assassin's Creed Odyssey releasing on October 5th, right now you can go ahead and grab an absolutely free Assassin's Creed Odyssey DLC starter pack. Also, I've been talking quite a bit about PlayStation VR's library, getting more depth to it. How about this? We've got a brand new PlayStation VR Moba, and it is launching next week, so I want to take a look at that. And the PlayStation blog has got a pretty in-depth blog post. On top of that, we've been wondering for a long time what Rocksteady is working on. The guys that brought us the Batman Arkham game, so many are excited to hear what they are working on next. What IP or what original property will they be tackling next? Well, an industry insider says that an announcement might not be too far away. And on top of that, I know that a lot of you guys are excited for CD Projekt Red's next title, Cyberpunk 2077. Well, that game will be released in 2077, but they're actually releasing a pretty interesting single-player role-playing title this December. Want to take a look at that? And yes, that comment about Cyberpunk being released in 2077, that was just a joke, so relax. More on that at the end of this video. First, let's take a look at Sony's Tokyo Game Show 2018 lineup. They are showing off so many games, I can't go over it in its entirety, but Gamatsu has the entire lineup posted, and we'll leave a link to that in the description box if you want to take an in-depth look. But some of the highlights include Resident Evil 2 being there, playable, and a new trailer, Devil May Cry 5 being playable and a trailer, God Eater 3 will be there, Digimon Survive will have a trailer, Ghost of Tsushima will have a trailer, that is very exciting, Death Stranding will have a trailer, Days Gone will be playable and have a trailer. Days Gone is actually having its own segmented section for Tokyo Game Show, and I'll give you guys some details about that in a little bit. Assassin's Creed Odyssey will have a trailer, World of Final Fantasy Maximo will have a trailer, Left Alive will have a trailer, Kingdom Hearts 3 will be playable and have a trailer, Just Cause 4 will have a trailer, Hitman 2 will have a trailer, Skull and Bones, the new Ubisoft IP, will have a trailer, Dead or Alive 6 will be playable and have a trailer, Gungrave Gore will have a trailer, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice will be playable and have a trailer, and best of all, Fortnite will be playable and have a trailer. Okay, that's a joke, relax. And those are just some of the games, and they also have their stage schedule lined up. They'll be showing off Dreams, which is very exciting. Dreams is a game that has been a little bit under the radar. It's being done by Media Molecule, the same guys that brought you guys a Little Big Planet. Those games were great, and now they're taking the player creation to the next level with a game where you can create your own games. Yeah, talk about some game inception, but that looks to be what we're getting out of Dreams, and we'll have a 1-hour presentation of that. On top of that, we'll have a Call of Duty Black Ops 4 presentation, and we will have a Days Gone presentation. Specifically with Days Gone, this is what's listed. An introduction of the open-world survival action game Days Gone through gameplay with the developers who have come to Japan from America. Featuring MC Shu Murayama and guest Christopher Reese, John Gavin, Jeff Ross, and Kei Urano. Now, they say it's an introduction to the open-world survival action game, so I imagine that this won't be 40 minutes or whatever of new gameplay, so that is a little bit disappointing, but hopefully we hear some new tidbits of information. However, we already know a ton about Days Gone. We had that big Game Informer reveal a couple months ago, and the game itself isn't too far out, scheduled for a February 22nd release. On top of that, Resident Evil 2 will be shown off, God Eater 3 will have an introduction, the first numbered title in the God Eater series in over 5 years, and that'll have a big presence, as will Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, an introduction to the upcoming action-adventure game from Software, including its thrilling weapons and various actions enabled by the protagonist's prosthetic ninja arm. On top of that, we'll have a showcase of Project Judge, which we've already seen quite a bit of since a demo has been released for that game. Warriors Orochi 4 will be making a presence, as will Kingdom Hearts 3, of course. That'll have a 40-minute presentation. And lastly, Death Stranding will have a gigantic presentation as well. It's listed to go over an hour, so we'll probably be hearing a lot of new information about that. However, it will be focusing on the Japanese cast for Death Stranding, so there will be some information that won't pertain to us over here in the West. So Tokyo Game Show is rapidly approaching. All of the stage presentations will be kicking off on September 20th, so not a long wait at all. Speaking of Tokyo Game Show, one of the major games that'll make its presence known is Kingdom Hearts 3. The game is touted to finally arrive in January. Let's just cross our fingers for no more delays. And it looks like they are getting to the home stretch of the development of the game, as they have released a brand new trailer of the game. But more interestingly, in my opinion, opinion, we do have the official cover art for the game, and it shows off some of Kingdom Hearts' most iconic characters. It's an absolutely beautiful piece of artwork. This kind of hit me from left field because while I liked Final Fantasy XV's artwork and its cover art, in my humble opinion, the Kingdom Hearts 3 box art is way better, and it seems like the reception to the box art would lead you to believe that as well. Yes, we are at a point with Kingdom Hearts 3 where development has been going on for so long where we're getting excited about box art being revealed, but box art being revealed is actually quite notable, as at this point they're really wrapping up creating the promotional material for the game, and I don't think it's gonna be delayed. I feel like me just saying that might have jinxed it, but let's cross our fingers and hope for the best. And again, the game will have a significant presence at the Tokyo Game Show. Okay, so moving on from that, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, that game will be releasing on October 5th. However, you can take advantage of a Gift from the Gods starter pack available right now, and it's absolutely free, and it'll be a couple of items added to your arsenal. Now, you do have to log into your Ubisoft Club account by October 1st and claim it by then. Just a little piece of information that I thought for those of you excited for AC Odyssey would like to take advantage of. Again, we've been hearing a lot of information come out about Odyssey recently. We got some details on the Season Pass, the fact that it's including Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. The preload on Xbox One is a hefty 45 gigabytes. Chances are it is going to expand a little bit through updates and whatnot, but there you go, some free content for that. Moving on from that, I feel like I've been one of the few people that's been touting PlayStation VR, slowly, quietly, but surely growing library that's gaining a lot of depth. Recently, we had the release of Firewall 0 Hour, and that game has been received very well. And now we have another genre making a debut on the PlayStation VR, and that is a MOBA in Dark Eclipse. Here's a snippet from what the producer at Sunsoft, the development studio, said about the game. Quote, Dark Eclipse is a VR MOBA, the first of its kind on the platform, taking advantage of VR technology to provide a truly immersive experience. You battle against your opponent by first selecting 3 unique leaders from a roster of heroes and dominators, characters who inhabit the game's dark fantasy world of Odyssey. Victory is achieved by destroying your opponent's towers while defeating their leaders and gaining ground on the battlefield. It'll have online play, of course. It's got a really cool look to it from a design standpoint. So if you've got PlayStation VR, if you're into MOBAs, yes, this might be seen as a little bit gimmicky, and I'll still have to be convinced to see how a MOBA translates to PlayStation VR, but definitely a title that I'll be keeping my eyes on as a PSVR owner. Moving on from that, so many gamers are wondering what Rocksteady is cooking up. We just recently had the release of Marvel's Spider-Man, and that game did Spider-Man justice. Well, Rocksteady was a studio that really did Batman justice with the Batman Arkham games, and we want to know what the hell are they working on. Batman Arkham Knight was released all the way back in 2015. It has been over 3 years since the release of that game. You know that they have to be pretty far along with their next project, and we're wondering, when is this game going to be announced? Well, there is a freelance journalist that works inside the industry, and he said this over on Restera. Quote, they have something that will be announced either first quarter 2K19 or at E3 depending on the milestones they meet. Now to me, what Rocksteady is going for is that they're trying to announce a game and then they're trying to release it soon thereafter, kind of like what Bethesda did with Fallout 4, and that game from a commercial standpoint obviously did very well, so definitely no hate in trying to replicate that. That's just speculation on my part, but sooner rather than later we gotta hear what Rocksteady is working on. Are they working on a game that's not even a PS4 title? Could it be a PS5 game? I don't know, I feel like it could be a cross-gen title, and of course we have seen the Batman Arkham games make an appearance on the PS4, that being Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, so that wouldn't be a shocker at all if it's a cross-gen game, but I just want to see what the hell they're working on. And lastly, CD Projekt Red will be releasing Thronebreaker: The Witcher Tales in December. The game was originally slated to be a campaign to Gwent the Witcher card game, however it's been expanded to be its own game, and here's the description from CD Projekt Red. Thronebreaker is a single-player role-playing game set in the world of The Witcher that combines narrative-driven exploration with unique puzzles and card battle mechanics. Crafted by the developers responsible for some of the most iconic moments in The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, the game spins a truly regal tale of Meve, a war veteran queen of 2 northern realms. Facing an imminent Nilfgaardian invasion, Meve is forced to once again enter the warpath and set out on a dark journey of destruction and revenge. So it's a story-driven adventure coming from CD Projekt Red. I'm sure the story will be on point, but obviously this isn't your traditional Witcher experience, but still a pretty interesting game nonetheless. And again, it will be coming in December 4th to be exact on the PlayStation Store. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, Sony has revealed their entire TGS 2018 lineup. We might see a couple of surprises. I don't think that would be all too much of a shocker. But for games that are definitively gonna be there, we've got a ton to work with. A new Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer has dropped, and on top of that, we've got the box art for the game. You can grab some free AC Odyssey DLC with the starter pack ahead of that game's release. The PlayStation VR is getting its first Moba with Dark Eclipse. An industry insider says that Rocksteady Studios' next game will be announced in Q1 2019 or maybe at E3. And Thronebreaker: The Witcher Tales is coming on December 4th. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.